Ventrac Swap Meet 2025. I'm back from the swap meet now, but some really neat aftermarket attachments were there. I was over in the grading station, so they had like this big loop that went around a field behind Jim's place at J&R Sheds in Churchville, Maryland. And so I was at station number 4 along the wood line. I love being along the wood so I can duck in and get some shade. I'm telling you, the more hair that I lose, the more I mind the sun, I'm telling you. So I actually demoed the 72-inch fast cut flail yesterday, and I was really impressed. I have some equestrian customers with horse pastures. They are extremely cautious about who they let onto their properties and what type of equipment is going to be rolling across their pastures. And one of my very discerning customers loves the Ventrac and loves my attention to detail. And I've been using the Tough Cut, which does a really good job. But I wanted to try the flail, and it did an amazing job. So I was going to make arrangements with Jim to demo the flail on horse pastures that I'm doing this coming week, provided that we get a break from the thunderstorms. We desperately need the rain. And as I was testing the flail and getting ready to talk to Jim about loading it up on my trailer, somebody bought that demo unit. I found out who it was, and we had been talking over the course of the weekend, and I hassled him a little bit about that, all in good fun. But he is going to really enjoy that flail, and I'll just have to wait until Jim gets another one in. Anyway, I think the highlight of the entire event occurred on Saturday when Jim intentionally tried to sink and get stuck a 4500. There's a small pond out back. Jim told us we shouldn't talk about it, but he already posted a picture of it yesterday on his social media, so I guess it's all right. He drove the thing into this shallow pond, and I absolutely think he could have made it across, but you know how it is. You have a capable machine. If you drive it well, you're never going to get it stuck. But when you drive it intentional, to get it stuck, you can absolutely accomplish that. That's what he did, trying to get it sunk in there. He finally managed it. That was a lot of fun.
Somebody tossed him.
Nice. Very nice. Hey, we went very far. I mean, we came out here pretty daggone good. Impressive.
You could have kept going if you didn't slow down. That you would have.
Yeah, if I would have had a regular Tough Cut mower on the front, we probably would have made it out pretty good.
Oh, he walked it anyway. All right.
How many people thought that I wouldn't make it that far? I knew you could do it.
I thought it was going to go further than that, and you could have.
I probably could have, but then I was just really trying to get it stuck.
Okay, so at my station, the grading station, people love to come to my station to see how it is that I make rough, uneven terrain look so nice. But it's beyond that. It's the fact that I can adjust the terrain to modify it in such a way that allows water to flow away or into certain areas. And with that requires extreme precision. And that's why I like the old power rake so much, because each crank equals 1/8 of an inch, 125 thousandths. And I can dial that in precisely, knowing exactly what I need when I take my laser readings, how much lower, how much higher certain areas need to be so that water flows properly. I actually tried to use the new version of the power rake with the hydraulic lift cylinder, and there's no accuracy at all. It's just a loose guess. And in doing this, I usually cut deeper and make a rough pass and then raise the drum slightly and then come back for a secondary finish pass, then raise it slightly again, come in for a third pass that refines even better. And I just found that trying to raise that cylinder just slightly was a real challenge, and I'm really good at feathering those controls. So the opinion that I've had going back years on the precision of the new power rake, it's a beautiful piece. The new power rake is a really good feat of engineering. There are some design features I absolutely love, but the precision is gone. So for most users, what Ventrac tells me is most users will have a really good experience with this, and I believe that. Doing gravel driveways, absolutely, but for precision grading work and for adjusting pads for being level for pools and such, I can't use it. I'm sorry, I just can't. And I was getting super frustrated yesterday, and I switched back to the old power rig, and immediately I was right back in my zone, being able to consistently dial in the precise measurements that I needed to accomplish specific grades. So I was teaching people how to make swales with the Ventrac, and I really enjoy that, and they can tell I love what I do. So this is an aftermarket GPS device. I spoke with the representative of that company, really nice fella, and he was showing me how to set it up on his iPad and set up the boundaries and the mowing pattern, etc. And just pretty cool features. Even has a prototype mower that mows around posts, which works exceptionally well. Pretty cool piece of kit. I really enjoyed watching that thing operate. And I didn't get a chance to play with the 45 RC myself, but I watched Jim Hutchins and some others operate the thing. It was pretty neat, to be able to operate the thing remotely. I think I heard word that on even years, the swap meet will be in Kidron, Ohio at the Sprunger's auction. And on odd years, like this year, will be in an alternate location. I heard rumors that it possibly could be northeast United States, say like up Boston area. I don't know for sure, or it could be further down south, just to make the event accessible to a greater group of people on those odd years. Anyway, if you were there and I saw you, it was great to meet you. And if you haven't been there yet, or you're thinking of attending, it really is an amazing event, and I would encourage you to try to make arrangements to make it next year. Anyway, thanks so much for taking this time with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.